Welcome to Crow and Client, here today with a daily energetic check-in. This is our relationship reading, and I have 3 cards of energetic focus from the Golden Wheel. Okay, the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. So pile number 1, this is your card. And we'll be using the Pulp Tarot. Pile number 2, this is your card. And we will be using the Witch of the Forests. And pile number 3, this is your card. Okay. And we are using the Wandering Star for this one. Now, keep in mind, this is a relationship read, and it's whatever relationship is foremost in your mind, whether it's a love relationship, a relationship with a family member, a best friend, maybe it's a situation, maybe it's a group of people. So whatever that is for you, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean a love relationship, but if that's what is foremost in your mind, then that's what it is for you. So feel free to pause and ponder, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome, pile number 1, and your card of focus for today's relationship reading is the Four of Wands. Or excuse me, the Four of Wheels, which is basically the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is kind of all about possession. Okay, so it's a desire to protect what you have. It can be a card of holding on too tightly as well. This sword kind of it's a double-edged sword, because it can also mean being very strategic with something in how you're holding on to it. So this is also about the fear of losing something that you have. It can be like loyalty to your habits or conservative views. Having blinders on to the situation a little bit. The desire to establish boundaries and observe established order. So it can be financial stability, but at the same time, the possibility of excessive greed and selfishness. So this is about ownership, protection, and control. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting from this is, are you holding on tightly to this relationship? That's what's kind of coming through. So are you holding on too tight to this relationship? Let's dig in. All right. I would like to thank everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate you. So happy to have you on this journey with me, and I am honored to be able to bring these messages to you on yours. Keep in mind, this is a timeless reading, and it is a general reading. Little card flipped out of the deck. We have the strength coming out already. All right. Let's do this. Excuse me. I'm a little sniffly, but I put too much pepper on my rice, and it made me sneeze. Okay. So you're showing up as a magician. This is your energy. You have the skills to handle whatever. Okay. You have the skills to transmute the energy from the ethereal into the material world. You have all the tools, everything's at your fingertips. So it's a card of skill and a card of action. So you're also taking action on something. Oh, your person or situation or whatever this relationship is for you is showing up as Temperance. Okay. Now, Temperance is divine timing. It's patience. Okay. So they're showing up. It's patience. They're showing up as being very patient, very middle of the road, very calm, very kind of stable, but also about divine timing. So, all right, this is cool. So, yeah, the combination of you as the Magician and them as the Temperance is showing up as the Knight of Swords. So there's a bit of immaturity here, but also a really fast-moving energy. Okay, the Knights can be immature in their actions, but let's dig into this a little bit more. You know, the Knight of Swords can also be rash, can sort of rush in without thinking about the consequences of their action. So it's quite possible that maybe, interesting. So maybe someone's holding on to the idea of how this relationship should be, but you're both showing up as these majors, but your outcome is sort of this fast-moving energy. Let's get another card for you. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So yeah, you've been working on this for a long time. And the Seven of Pentacles requires a bit of faith, right? Because you've planted the seeds. You're working towards something, but you haven't seen anything come to fruition yet. Okay. Now, sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can be kind of a turning point, right? Like a crossroads. Do you stick with it, or do you change direction and go someplace else, or move in a different direction, or pivot, or you know, decide that something's got to change? Okay. Let's get another card. That Four of Wheels. Someone's hanging on really tight. Okay, they are showing up as the Emperor. Now, the Emperor embodies all of the knights, so it's a very mature energy, but it can also be a little disconnected from reality, right? Sitting high above the land on a throne, and ruling from there, and maybe not necessarily interacting with the people of his community, let's say. Okay. The Emperor also rules. Oh, okay, let's keep going. I mean, something's kind of coming out here. I'm sure you guys are already seeing it. What are you? You've been waiting for a long time for something. This is your Emperor, and there is divine timing. Oh, sorry about that. I had a tickle in my throat. Pepper's still working its way out. Anyway, so the Eight of Swords, to clarify, the Knight of Swords. So this is feeling trapped and frustrated in the situation. Okay. So maybe you and this person got together very, very quickly, and you're feeling a little trapped in it. Okay, now, but this is we trap ourselves in the Eight of Swords because we can easily get out of the binds, take the blindfold off, and realize that this is not a prison. These swords are not a prison around us. So maybe there was something that it almost, okay, don't shoot the messenger, but what I'm getting here, because you're both really, really good people, or you and this situation are a really good situation. Whoever this is for you in this relationship. Like I said, it can be a group or situation as well, or a family member, or you're a child, or you're both showing up as beautiful, grand people, but it almost seems like you entered into this relationship or into whatever this situation is too quickly. And you're holding on too tightly to what you both thought it was going to be. And what it's done is it's kind of brought out some immature emotions, and it's made you feel trapped. Okay, now it's possible that just you feel trapped. Maybe you both feel trapped. There might be a little bit of an ego here about letting go, or understanding that, hey, maybe, yeah. Yeah. It happened too fast. That's what it is. The Nine of Swords and the King both came out at the same time. So much worry and anxiety and sleepless nights about this person. Yeah, it feels like it went too fast. It feels like it went way too fast. Or maybe you feel like it went way too fast. But you're holding on to the idea of what this relationship was supposed to be. All right. We have the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away. Yeah. It is about walking away, but I don't feel like it's about walking away from this person or the situation completely. I think it's about walking away from the idea that you had about it, because I think it's good, but it feels like you're holding on to the wrong ideas about it. Okay, we have the Lovers card coming out. So the Lovers card, it represents really a choice. This is when, I mean, it can represent lovers obviously as well, but it's a choice, you know. The direction that you're going, does it align with who you are at your core level, at your soul level, at, you know, your, for your best and highest good? And so this is a decision for you to make. Okay, you can definitely walk away, and you're both going to be fine, or you can walk away from the idea of what you thought it would be, and understand it, and it would give you time to think about whether or not this relationship situation, whatever, aligns with your best and highest good and with your morals and your values and all of that. And that would give you time to decide if you wanted to continue with this person. Excuse me. Let's see what else wants to come out. All right. Yeah, that's a, yeah, I mean, I think it seems to me that you came together like fireworks, you and whoever or whatever this is. Yeah, the Three of Wands. So yeah, I mean, once you reevaluate, you might want to, you know, check back in with whoever or whatever the situation is, because it could be part of your new path, right? The Three of Wands is all about taking a risk on a plan for your future, okay? I don't necessarily feel like this is an ending. It just feels like maybe you got attached to a certain way you thought it was going to be. Or the fantasy of it. Yeah. Yeah. This is a soulmate connection. And it feels like whether you stay with it, like understand it for what it is, and stay with it, or return to it. Like it's definitely, you're definitely supposed to meet this person, if nothing else. Okay. Like I said, I do believe stepping away from what, there's something about the situation that you are holding on too tightly about. Okay. Yeah, it's time to just step away. Step away, reevaluate. And if you decide to come, excuse me, if you decide to come back in, then you do have this future. But you might need a little break. Okay, pile number one. That was really short. I'm so sorry, but that's the message, and I can't seem to get any more cards out. So thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile number two, and your card of focus is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, this is a card of being overburdened. The heavy load. You know, you're carrying too much. But it's also an ending, right? Because the tens, it doesn't get any harder than this. Okay, so this can also be a test of your endurance. Maybe this relationship is testing you, right? Excuse me, you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I just got a tickly throat all of a sudden. So my apologies. I may be coughing a little bit during this. But anyway, yeah, we have the Witch of the Forest Tarot. I want to thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. And I am honored to be able to bring you this reading today. Remember, it's timeless and general. This is not a one-on-one. This is very general reading. So, okay, well, you're showing up as the Empress. So you are full of abundance. You are full of love and abundant, very nurturing, very caring, luscious, luxurious, all those good things. And the person, people, or situation that you're in this relationship with are showing up with the Sorrow card. Okay. So the Five of Cups really is about, you know, being kind of stuck in the past and looking at the things that didn't work out, you know, and not turning around to see what's possible in the future. So that's your person showing up as being kind of stuck in the past. Wow. Yeah. You just got a double tap with this heavy burden. You are about to lay this down, though. So basically what I'm seeing here with this relationship is your person is kind of stuck in the past. Now, it could be that they're just transferring what happened to them in the past that didn't work out, transferring onto you. But you're showing up as the Empress. So it's almost like you're carrying the load of both of you. And that's what I get with two of the tens of wands showing up. You're carrying the load for both of you. Your person's kind of stuck here in sorrow and grief. Yeah, I mean, the good news is your burden's about to be laid down. Let's see if we can figure out how that's going to happen or how that's going to go down. Don't shoot the messenger. This is just what's coming out in the cards. Yeah, you were busy planning a world. You were planning your future. Two of Wands is all about creating your world the way that you want it to be for you and for your best and your highest good. So you are definitely coming from a good place of Empress energy in doing that. Okay, they're showing up as the devil. I mean, not that they're the devil, but there's definitely attachments and addiction or bad habits, aspects of the self that they need to let go of. Okay. Yeah, they're having a really, really, really hard time. So they're not where you are. They're in sorrow and possibly in this sort of bad habit, addiction, attachments. If they're stuck in the past, they may be attached to things from the past. They may be attached to a mindset from the past that's connected to the sorrow and grief. While here you are, showing up as the Empress and trying to build this beautiful world. Okay, yeah. You're on two totally different planes, two different levels, coming at the world from two completely different. Yeah, so we have the Page showing up. Yeah, this is the Page of Swords gains a better vantage point. goes to high ground, detaches from emotions, and really takes a logical look at the situation. Okay, so this is an epiphany or a bit of clarity coming to the situation. So you're about to see something or understand something. Yeah. All right. What could that be? I love the Four of Cups in this deck because typically it's about not being aware, right? Usually the person's looking at 3 cups and then not seeing the 4th one. But in this image here, this person is sitting right in front of it, sort of meditating on it and waiting or scrying almost in it, like waiting for the message. And I feel like that message is connected with this Page of Swords that's going to bring this little bit of clarity or this epiphany to you. So you're kind of you're waiting for something. It's almost like you said, okay, I'm here, but if this thing happens, I'm done, right? Or if they can, on their own, show me this thing, then I'll stay. So it's that kind of thing. Like you're waiting for this little bit of clarity. You are definitely, yeah, it looks like she's scrying there into the water of that big cup. Wow. Oh, look at that. And then we have the sun showing up under your person. Huh. Well, that's some trickery right there. I don't know why I said that. So, okay. With the sun coming out now, see, that changes the story a little bit for them, doesn't it? They've been in sorrow and grief. The devil is about releasing things and not staying attached to them. And then they have the sun showing up. So maybe they've been working through something in order to come out into the sun. And maybe this is what you're waiting for. So all is not lost here. All is not, no, all is not lost. No, we have divine timing, temperance showing up. Things had to align in the exact precise time. So it's a card of patience. And here you are sitting in patience with this Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah. You and your loving, caring energy, yeah, you were waiting for this person to have this breakthrough. And it really feels like they did, going from the devil to the sun. Okay. Yep. Good job. Yeah, and there will be victory, triumph, glory. So interesting. What an interesting reading. Like it totally, there was a plot twist right in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 7 of Wands, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Okay. Whatever it is that you're doing, it seems to be right. You are an incredible support system for this person, and they are about to have a breakthrough for this person or situation or group. And they're about to have a breakthrough. Okay. Good memories. This is the past. So something from the past. Interesting. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. Oh. Well, okay, that was a huge stack. That was just too many. All right, let's try this again. No, I guess no, that doesn't make. All right, let's look at bottom of the deck. Yeah, bottom of the deck. There's a choice to be made. Seems like you've made it. And the 3 of Cups, community, friends. This is a support system, right? And it's also celebration. So, yeah. All right, pile number 2. I hope that made sense. And actually, I love that little plot twist in the middle of that reading. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll talk to you soon. Welcome pile number 3, and our card of focus is the Six of Cups, keeping in mind that a relationship can be any kind of relationship. Okay, it can be a love interest, a bestie, a family member, a situation. It can be a group of people. Okay, so the Six of Cups is a kind of a card of nostalgia, right? It's a card of sweet memories, memories from the past. Now, this can often be not just in this lifetime, but it can represent past lifetime memories, right? It can be a dreamy state, thinking about old friends and, the love of your home, thinking about your home, maybe where you lived as a kid. Yeah. So it can be, that you're also being really attentive to those nostalgic feelings, sentimental feelings. There's a sense of calm reverie with this card. All right. And I have the Wandering Star. So let's see what this means for you in whatever the relationship is that is at the forefront of your mind. I want to thank everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I am honored to be able to bring these readings to you. Keep in mind they're timeless. And they are general, so these are not one-on-one. This is general for the collective. So if it doesn't fit, it's okay. Maybe tomorrow will. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. But if it reminds you of someone, please feel free to share. Relationships. Yeah, so you're thinking about a past with someone or a situation or a group, okay? And we have the Seven of Wands. Challenge and courage. So this is about standing up for yourself. Standing your ground. It's a card of persistence. Okay. So, and you're showing up like you're not giving up. You're not giving up on this. So your person, situation, or group is showing up as the Nine of Swords, which is super high anxiety. It's sleepless nights. It's worry, worry, worry. It's the mind swirls. It's the, when you try to go to sleep and your brain just won't stop kind of thing. Okay. They're worried about something. Okay. So yeah, you might be standing your ground because you know how good it was. They're worried about something and having sleepless nights. But the outcome of you two together is the Three of Cups. This is community, friendship, abundance, joy. Maybe this is a friend situation for you. Maybe this is your bestie. Maybe it's an old friend coming back from the past. Maybe. Huh. Yep. So the Ace of Swords. You're going to have a huge epiphany about whatever this is, whatever this relationship is. Okay. Success, change, and decisions and action are all of the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords pierces the veil into the material world. So this truth is going to come to you hard and fast, okay? This clarity. Yeah, you're staying real true to yourself with the Seven of Wands, this real persistent energy, okay? And it's bringing to you this clarity. The sword cuts away confusion, doubt, and fear. Okay. Now, they're also showing up as the Chariot, which is overcoming obstacles. It's a journey, it's progress, it's success. So they're making progress with something. this worrying in their mind is just part of it. All right, come on, just one, not 50. I love it when they give me like half the deck, you know. I'm like, no, this is a quick reading. I should do a long one. I should do a long one. Like I do with my peeps that get readings from me. All right, come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is the ending of, this is finality, closure, endings. Yeah, you're definitely worried about, they're worried about something. You're standing your ground. Yeah. It's possible whoever this is going to come through this crazy mind energy and be ready to move on. All right, let's get one for this Ace of Swords here. This is, it's weird. It's like, it's almost like staying in the past memories is confusing you, because it's confusing this reading, honestly. Yeah, there is an ending and a new beginning. Okay. Yeah. And a transformation. I mean, death is all about transformation, leaving parts of the old and moving on with the new, or the parts that, leaving behind the parts that no longer serve you. Yeah. You're having this transformation, and coming out with that Ace of Swords, that makes a lot of sense. You're having a clarity moment, an epiphany about this relationship. You may have been living in it for what it used to be, and it's changed. And maybe this person is worrying because they can't give you what it used to be. Yeah. A card of dreams, intuition, shadows. It can be things hidden. Yeah, this person, your person or situation or group of people are definitely having, they're overcoming obstacles or overcoming their mind, but there's still so much that's unknown about it, right? Either that or something is being illuminated for them. It's like you're on two different paths though, right? Yeah, the outcome is feeling left out in the cold. So, and I like the Five of Pentacles. It is kind of a breakthrough card, this energy. But in the Five of Pentacles, look at, there's the sanctuary of the church and the stained glass window behind, right? So all you have to do is like go in there for warmth and safety. I think that the Five is kind of a card of courage, because it takes a lot of courage to endure hardships, loss, and struggles, knowing that this sanctuary is behind you, right? But it's not for you. On some level, you know that you have to walk away from whatever this perceived stability is. Yeah. Sometimes things in the past just need to stay in the past. That sounds terribly mean. We have the Knight coming out. Intuition, flow, and fire. Yeah, stay in your... Sorry, let me get that in the screen. Stay in your intuition. You got this. I mean, you seem very certain of the direction that you're going. Stay in your intuition. That's really, really important right now. But don't stop. And you won't, because you're, like I said, showing up as that 7 there. You won't. You're just going to have to dig more into your heart and soul. Okay. Yeah, karma and destiny. So this was fated. Like, you were meant to be in this relationship with whoever this is. It's part of your, it's already woven into the fabric of your life. It's part of your karmic story. Okay. So you kind of got to go through it. You can't go around it. You got to get down in the emotion, excuse me, in the emotions, and you have to go through it. Yeah, it is part of your wounded warrior phase. There is a lesson from it. The Nine of Wands collects lessons. Hard lessons. This is a card of unimaginable resilience. Right? You get knocked down, you get back up. You get knocked down, you get back up. There's nothing stopping. There's nothing stopping the Energizer Bunny, right? Yeah. Yeah, whoever this is for you. Yeah. I mean, we kind of already have sort of started the process away from them. You've collected the lessons. You're going through this death and transformation. You're transmuting the energy. And then we have the Four of Wands coming out, which I love this card. It's kind of, it can be the party card, but it's a card of freedom. It's a checkpoint. It's a milestone. So you're meant to stop at this checkpoint in your life. Okay. This is going to free you from this situation by walking away, collecting the lesson, understanding that this is part of your karmic cycle. It's going to free you in some way, okay? All right. Okay, let's see if anything else wants to come out. Yeah. It's okay because you still have the good memories. Don't ditch the good memories. Keep the good memories. I think that's why that card is out there. Because even though you're both on these different paths now, you still have these great memories of the past. Okay? All right, pile number 3, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you next time.